Back in May, I made my first visit to the Peak District. As always, I had grand plans of how and what I would film, but you know what they say about the best laid plans. The first 10 minutes of this film are missing. I either deleted them or somehow forgot to press record. Hopefully it won't ruin the film too much. I stayed for a week in the Hope Valley, and it was one of the most awe-inspiring trips I've ever made. The landscapes are stunning, the people are kind, and the food was amazing. It's a hiker's paradise, and I'm already looking forward to my next visit. This is the first hike I did to Stanage Edge and Lady Bower Reservoir. I hope you enjoy the film. I don't know if you can see just up there. I don't know if that's a rabbit or a hare running off. I did see a huge hare dart out from the undergrowth right at the start of this walk, but I wasn't filming at the time, so I didn't catch it, unfortunately. But it was massive. It was more like a, I don't know, like a small dog than a hare. I don't know, maybe hares are big. I don't really know that much about them. But yeah, it darted out. These views are absolutely incredible. For someone like me who just lives for these kind of vistas, sweeping vistas. Oh, you know, it's kind of heaven, but the great thing about this is, as well, that it's just so easy to walk. It's really easy to sort of just walk around here. There's no effort whatsoever. It's like going for a stroll in the park. So definitely worth a visit just for that. Now we're just heading towards High Neb, which I'm reliably informed is a mountain, and it's got my first trig point of the day. So I can see that just in front of us, and I'm looking forward to getting my hands on it. There it is. Let's get the old obligatory hand on top. I'm so glad I came. This is one of those sort of projects that you have. You think, oh, I'll go there because I've seen everyone else do it, and you look forward to it and you think it's going to be great, but you never realise quite how great in terms of what we do, or what I do, hiking and what have you. Does it get better than this? I haven't tried the Lake District yet, so it remains to be seen, but this is going to take some beating. I've stopped and started so many times that I'm only a quarter of the way round and I'm already 2.5 hours in. Now the whole thing should only take 4.5 hours. So, but there's too much to stop and look at, that's the problem. It is quite a long walk, this one. It's 10.3 miles. So, a lot longer than my usual sort of 5 or 6 miles in Kent. And I feel like it's slightly rougher terrain as well, but unlike my usual walks, which I'm doing on a day off, I'm in no great rush, so I can take all day if I like, which is quite nice to be able to just take your time. So I camped last night at North Lees campsite, which seems to be quite well known. It's very nice campsite, I have to say. And I woke up this morning. I did get a good night's sleep, to be fair. I went back to sleeping in the Helm Compact 1, and I did find that I had a better night's sleep than the last outing. And yeah, I think I must have sort of fallen asleep at about 10 o'clock, and I woke up at 4:15. But you know, when you sort of wake up and you feel like, although it's really early, you've had a good night. That's how I felt. So I was up and out by sort of 6:30, and here we are now doing this, which I'm getting a bit confused by. I'm not going to lie. You know, I'm following the All Trails trail map, and I feel like it's taking me back to front, but I'm probably completely wrong. So I'm going to allow it and just and go with it, do what it says. That's a long way down, and a bumpy landing. This is a rock climber's dream, isn't it? Or nightmare. An overhang like that's going to take some getting around, I would have thought. So this is what's known as a broken buttress, and there's a one further back that was called. Let's try again. So this is broken buttress, this rock formation. There's one further back called enclosed buttress, but I seem to have walked straight past that. Just looking at that little bird walking about amongst the grass. They're so tiny. I keep seeing these tiny little birds. I mean, they're I can't really sort of say how tiny they are because they're so small. But they're everywhere. My old dad would know what they are. Here it comes. Hopefully it will just keep walking towards us. How beautiful. See if I can zoom in. Tiny little things. I'll just have to hope the camera's picked that up. Tell you what it has picked up, this view. two-step style. Yeah. Right. I've got to say that seems like the most random bit of fence I've ever seen. Anyway, we're nearly at Robin Hood's cave, so let's crack on. It's sort of here. It's definitely not there. Yeah. Let's just use the camera work. That was a bit of an effort. How about that? It's a real shame, you know, there's graffiti and rubbish everywhere. I don't know what you can do about it. It's just a real shame, in my opinion. But what it doesn't do, what it can't do, is take away from the incredible view. When I think of the hundreds of thousands of souls throughout history who have stood right here, looking at the same view, but through different eyes, I wonder what thoughts, what memories and what dreams these people may have had. The more I hike and the more I travel, I find myself thinking about those people who have come before and those yet to come, and how something as simple as the view from a cave can give birth to so much in terms of romance, creativity and a desire to preserve these places for future generations to find their peace and their path forward in. Oh, that was alright, wasn't it? It was a bit awkward getting in and out of, but yeah, especially at my age. But it was worth it to have a look. Yeah, like I say, it's a real shame that people have to graffiti things and leave rubbish everywhere. It's just, I mean, I can't get my head around it. It makes no sense to me. But that's what people do. Anyway, I need to get back on this trail because time's ticking and I haven't eaten anything yet. So straight ahead there, hopefully you can see a big pole sticking up. That's the Stanage pole, and apparently that's the border between Derbyshire and South Yorkshire. So we're right on the edge of two counties here. I keep wanting to say that this is Stanage Edge, but I don't know if it is yet. I don't know, I'm not entirely sure if Stanage Edge is further along or if this is already it. Yeah, I don't know if I want to get in that. It's not quite the stream I had in mind. Still. Right, so we're heading back towards Bamford Edge and I think Lady Bower Reservoir. So we've kind of walked all the way down Stanage Edge and then all the way back from Robin Hood's cave, and now, like I say, we're heading back down or back across towards, I'm hoping it's Lady Bower Reservoir because that's the bit of this walk that we haven't seen yet, and it's meant to be quite spectacular. So I mean, it's all been spectacular, to be fair. So so that's what we're doing, and I've got a bit more of a spring in my step now because I'm starving. I've just had half a flapjack and some water, but I feel like I need some proper food. So find a nice pub, have a pub lunch, that'd be nice. Sit in the beer garden because it's a gorgeous day. Sheep everywhere making a load of racket.
Morning.
Morning. In terms of
you know, sheer there he goes. I just don't think I've ever seen anywhere quite as open. Do you know what I mean? It's like it just goes on forever. And all the colours and the different sort of almost the different textures, if you know what I mean. You look at it and you can sort of, everything looks like it feels different. Trees, grass, brick, road, animals, you know, everything's got a different texture. This wall. There's a bit of a lean on it there, I have to say. Just there. But still. I can't stop smiling. I can't stop smiling. I love it. Absolutely love it. This country is amazing. I see something in the road up here in front of me. I'm hoping it's not an injured animal. And he's gone. Right, that's where we were, and this is where we are. Question is, where are we going now? That valley over there looks like something straight out of a movie. It's weird to think that I've just walked the entire length of that and then back. Do you know what? I could do with a little sit down. Oh. There you go. Well, Just took a wrong turn, which is quite annoying. Fortunately I didn't go too far, but it's annoying nonetheless, because this isn't a short walk. I made a run for it. Well, unfortunately, the wireless mic seems to not want to play anymore. It's unlinked and it won't relink. I'll be honest, I'm forever having problems with that. DJI really need to sort that out, because it's ridiculous. It never ever works, apart from when it does. So I'm going off the mics that are in the camera, and we're climbing up here. The scary thing is, I'm looking at the map and it still looks like we've got a hell of a way to go. Yeah, I'm just praying that from now, once I get to the top here, I'm praying it's all back downhill. Morning. You alright? Morning.
Standing here at Lady Bower Reservoir, you're looking at a place with a hidden history. The massive body of water stretches out before you, holding back tons of water for the surrounding areas. But beneath its surface lie the remnants of old villages like Ashupton and Derwent that were flooded to create this very reservoir. If you look closely, especially when the water's low, you might just catch a glimpse of the past. It's a place where nature's beauty meets a touch of mystery.
You alright there, lads? Don't mind me. What a beautiful sight. I do think every now and then I do think I'm probably a little bit mad. Most blokes in their 50s, well, I'm sure a lot of blokes in their 50s, starting to settle down, starting to slow down. You know, you're married, your kids are growing up, you've you've got half an eye on retirement, and you take up a nice leisurely pastime like golf. Then you get idiots like me who want to climb mountains and walk for 10 miles a day, and it does make me wonder if I'm fully there. I came here to see exactly these sites, and I'll tell you now, it hasn't disappointed in any way. Lady Bower Reservoir, Stanage Edge, Bamford Edge, and just the whole countryside, you know, the whole view it's really quite special. So if you've never done the Peak District before, do it, and you won't be disappointed. It's the first stream we've seen. Certainly on this hike. I don't suppose it'll be the last. Now this is the path we came in on, so at least I know we're not far. So I'm going to wrap this one up here, guys. If you've made it this far, thank you so much. Thanks for watching, thanks for helping the channel. If you haven't subscribed, please do, and please comment. As always, please comment. And like I say, let me know if you've tried this walk or if you've been to the Peak Districts. I mean, you know, tell me what you've done. Tell me your best walks. It'd be lovely to hear from you. Anyway, until next time, take care.